Hello then guys, and welcome back to the County Choirs Football Manager 2014 Newport County YouTube series, Newport County in the Premier League. This is episode number 3, and this is our Capital One Cup third round tie away to Chelsea. And personally I think we're ready for it, because we just drew 2-2 to Liverpool. We've lost 4 games in which none of them we deserve to lose. And you know, I mean, it's a cliche. Oh, we should never have lost that. We were the better team, and you can be talking complete and utter bullshit. But the fact of the matter is, we were the better team in every game, except maybe the Southampton one, and maybe you could say the Reading one because of their dominance in the second half. But we dominated the first half, so as I guess you could say it was a 50-50. But being as we had the 2-0 lead, we shouldn't have lost it. Leicester, fuck me, I don't know what the fuck happened there. Again, I mean, there was a shit penalty as well, which gave them their equaliser. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to come to this now. The only game we've won is in the Capital One Cup, and this is a test. We just drew 2-2 to Liverpool at home. We played well. Now we got an opportunity to prove ourselves away against the top team. So let's just crack straight on with it then, guys. Okay then, guys, I'm pretty much lining up with the same team I started against Liverpool, except Scannell's going to come in on the left for Giannini because fitness really, and Asensio is a little bit unfit as well, so Moha is going to come in. Otherwise, it's the same team that started against Liverpool. And you can look at the Chelsea team there, and you know they're not playing at complete full strength. Obviously, Bender's playing, David Luiz is playing. Jesse is a good player as well, I suppose. Vidra does become a good player on here. Courtois in goal. So they are starting with a good team, but not full strength, because you see the likes of Martinez, Oscar, and Hazard are on the bench, and Chaloba. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. So they're not at their strongest like Liverpool were. So we could well give these guys a game. Let's go ahead and see. We're 1-0 down. We just squandered a really good chance ourselves, but for Chelsea this has been the only chance of the game for them, and this has come in the 42nd minute. Just onside. They watched their line really well there, fair play to them. And it's 1-0, but we are looking decent. This game ain't over. Okay then, guys, we got in at half time and it's 1-0. Odubajo's not looking too clever at the moment, although he's playing decent, so we're going to keep an eye on him. And the strikers are not doing too well. Alexic is the one who squandered the chance at the other end. It's not looking bad, so I'm going to stick with it. No change at half time. Let's crack on. And it just makes you sick. Right off the back of it being a chance for us, it looked like we should have had a penalty because Rodriguez, who's come on for Odubajo, gets taken out. The balls don't seem to go anywhere. They just seem to kick Rodriguez up in the air and then they come away and score. Oh well, 2-0 guys. 3-0, Eden Hazard. Obviously Hazard and Oscar are both on the pitch now, and they're just taking over. To see this again. The ball just ghosts through Anderson, and he just kicks it and just goes through his body. Well done. Oh, let's just see where this goes. 4-0 anyone? Oh, it goes to Moha, hit one. Oh, we got a penalty. Is he gonna fucking send him off? He's the same one who kicked Rodriguez in the first place, and he's been booked. Should be sent off. Do we score? Torres, yeah, stuck it away like a pro. Happy days. 3-1. Let's see if there is a magic comeback on the cards. Let's see this again. He fizzed this, didn't he? Fair play. Boom. No one's stopping that one. Unbelievable, honestly. This is just stupid. Like, it just come off of us having an easy chance, which was just kicked straight into the keeper's hands, and then we go and concede straight away. So we literally took it up straight up from the kick-off. It's gone from one end to the other. I suppose it's a good game for the neutral, but it's 4-1. I tell you what, this pisses me off. Hernando's been sent off for a second yellow card, and it was half the challenge that prick at the other end put in on Rodriguez. Absolute bullshit, honestly. This is complete and utter toss. Did I make the third sub? The third sub has been made as well. Fucking well done, Sports Interactive. You cocked things up for us again. You fucking idiots. Nothing we can do. Play the rest of the game 4-1. We didn't even give a penalty away. It's not even a fucking penalty. Oh well. And there we go. You were unlucky tonight, and they were. I mean, if we look at the next page, I bet you there's not really much in it. They might have had a few more shots, but possession was 50-50, and it did show us getting close to having chances before they went at the other end and scored all the time. But then the game's not going the way it should have gone, really. They were catching us out on the break, and we were the ones playing with the counter-attacking formation. I don't really don't understand it, like, you know. Oh well. 4-1, we're out of the League Cup with the third round. I mean, we get a bit of money for the, well, let's hope there's a good attendance. What was the attendance? Let's have a look. The overview will show us that there was 23,000. Fuck off. The Chelsea, for fuck's sake. A big club, my ass. 23,000 for Chelsea, the Capital One Cup third round against Premier League opposition. You're fucking kidding me. The thing is, we get a percentage of their gate because it's cup. But we're obviously not going to get much because, you know, their fans couldn't be asked to turn up. We took 3,000 down there quite easily. Anyway, let's go to the next Premier League game. Okay then, guys, if you guys remember from the last episode, our next Premier League game was away to Swansea, and here it is. You'll notice a different goalkeeper in goals. We've loaned him off of Paris Saint-Germain. There's me, being the smooth talker that I am, managed to speak to the board and ask for more wage budget because we're getting loads of money, and our wage budget is probably the lowest in the league. Surely we can bump it up a bit. They didn't just bump it up a bit, they bumped it up by over 200k. So we got a lot of wage budget to play with. So where loans are concerned, in the Premier League we only let loan goalkeepers after the deadline. I personally think Turnbull just isn't quite cutting it for me in this division. This guy is going to be a world-class top bloody goalkeeper. You know, your Manuel Neuer standard goalkeeper. He's only 21 right now, and he's already a good Premier League player. He has the ability to become a star Premier League player. He is going to be one of the best goalkeepers in the world one day. So why not come and play some games for us? Ronaldo is out. I'm obviously going to be selling him because he is dump. I'm also looking at another centre back. Lascelles is going to come in for now, but I will be looking at bringing a centre back in. I'm trying to find a free agent that we can sign now, but there's no good ones out there. So we're going to I've put a bid in for a really good Iranian guy from the Middle East whose contract runs out at the end of the current year. Obviously, some contracts run out in January, some run out in July. His runs out in January, so we could have a really good centre back coming in January. In the meantime, Lascelles is going to pick up that extra centre back spot. So without me babbling on about shite, let's get on with the game because this is a big one. It's a Welsh derby, and we've taken the lead as Antonio Giannini. And you'll see some really good play working from the left, switching it over to the right, where they ended up going to Roger Baggio. And as he usually does, he didn't have to beat him for pace there. He made the guy anticipate him beating for pace. Got the ball over early, and Giannini was there to put it in 1-0. Okay, guys, we've gone in. It's half time, and we're 1-0 up. It's been a good start from us. Swansea only really had the one chance, and Arab made an absolutely amazing save. Not only did he stretch it and make the save, but he managed to keep hold of the ball as well. So I think we got a real gem for the season. Yeah, we've got him on loan till the end of the season. So let's hope that he can make the difference now in keeping the goals out for us. And obviously at the other end, we're starting to get some goals ourselves. So it's starting to look like it may be turning in the right direction. But let's finish this game before we start going on about all that. And Ashley Williams has been sent off, guys. It did look like a nasty challenge on Giannini. Don't think he'll show a replay. But just so you know, they're down to 10 men, Ashley Williams. And in a minute, there's going to be a chance I see this one live. Go on. Get in there, Giannini. What a star he's turning out to be. What a signing. Giannini with another goal, and he obviously drew the foul that got the red card, so this could well be an away win, guys. Let's just see this one again. What a brilliant ball as well. Although their defender will be disappointed not to stop it. Maybe Casilla should have put it over, but we're not bothered about their mistakes, we're bothered by our goals. Happy days, 2-0. And it's 3-0, and it's Kostas Samaris with his first goal. Not sure if it's his first goal for the club, but then he said his first for the season, so it's got to be his first goal for the club. No, what am I on about? 3-0, guys. I wonder if he'll show the replay now. Should be showing the replay, yeah. Torres, we managed to catch him on the break here. Torres, beautiful ball. Samaris in on his own. Beat the goalkeeper on his near post, 3-0. Right then, guys, we finished the game winning 3-0. Obviously, the red card impacted the game, but I think we were the better team before that anyway. Let's go to the post-match analysis so you can see for yourselves. I think we were very much dominant in this. Actually, kind of looking at it this way, we weren't all that dominant, to be honest with you. So maybe the red card did make a bigger impact than we realised, you know, because it did seem, you know, as if we were the better of the teams. But no, to be honest with you, you know, we needed that result, and it's about time a good result like that went in our favour. Anyway, let's see how that leaves us in the league table. Okay then, guys, that winners lifted us up into 16th place. We have played a game more than West Brom and Everton all around us, but I don't know, I mean, if you look at this, if they ain't playing against each other, they're playing against like Chelsea or Man City or Hull or Tottenham, or even Newcastle or Reading. So, yeah, let's have a look there. I mean, it's Chelsea, Man City, so obviously it's not Chelsea or Man City, but they still got tough games, you know, those teams around us. So, yeah, it's looking alright at the moment. Obviously, Swansea, you know, are a relegation rival. Obviously, West Brom and Wigan. I've got a feeling that this could be where we'll finish in 16th. I've got a feeling that these 4 teams will finish below us. I doubt if we'll end up pipping any of these teams above us. But I'm happy if we can maintain this position. Obviously not flirt with relegation, by, you know, we don't want to panic on our hands, but at the same time, you know, as long as we're doing better than these 4 teams, we're okay. So let's have a look what we've got in the next game. Okay, if this makes will work. Okay, we're away to Aston Villa. I think a point could be got in this one. The Villa ain't doing too well. So let's go and see if we can manage that. Right then, guys, I've pretty much gone with the same 11 and the same substitute bench for this game. Aston Villa away. We've got Javier Hernandez and John Guidetti up front. That's going to be a really tough attack to stop. And we've got Shotton and Hanley, Leighton and O'Brien as their back four. That's going to be a hard defence to break down. So obviously they've got a good midfield as well. Obviously it's not groundbreaking, but it's not going to be an easy game. I'm just basically saying that let's just crack on with it anyway. This is the last game of the episode, I think. No, we got one more after this, funny enough. Let's hurry up and get this one done then. And we fallen behind to our own goal, a shitty, scrappy, piece of shit goal, which we always seem to concede. Look at this. The smallest player on the pitch wins the header, and then our own player puts her in the net. Standard goal for us to concede, 1-0 down. There's the equaliser, is Moses Odubajo, who smashes it in with a signature goal for him, really. We'll see it now. Giannini getting in all over the place. He went over to the right wing, he came back into the centre midfield. He's supposed to be on the left midfield, and he feeds Odubajo in perfectly, and he scores him all the time, doesn't he? That's awesome. 1-1. We're looking good at the moment as well. And it's 2-1, guys, and it's Torres the scorer, and it's Odubajo's magic again on the right. This is great play. Torres linking well with him, playing the ball over to him. He wins for pace, as he always does over there. He puts it in perfectly. Torres is there. First touch, 2-1. Phenomenal. And oh my god, we're running rampant now. And Giannini down the left. Oh my god, what a signing he's been. How did he not get signed beforehand? I mean, Torres come over. Giannini played it to Torres. Torres played it on to Giannini. Giannini plays it over, beats everybody except Odubajo, who heads it home. 3-1. Okay, we've gone in at half time. 3-1. I mean, those goals pretty much speaking for themselves, really. The only chance the game Villa have had, they put in. You know, and that I can't even call that a chance. I was just a fuck up by our defender who's rightfully on 5.8 because of it. But we haven't conceded any or anything like that since that point. Obviously, the goalkeeper's doing well, but everyone else is doing superbly at the moment. Let's just crack on and see how the second half goes. Squeaky bum time there, guys. It's 3-2. Grant Henley got it, and it was another scrappy one, really. If you look at it now, the ball goes in, and I think you could really get a foul on the goalkeeper there because the keeper gets fucked in the air and put to the ground. And it's 3-2. And we held on for an absolutely massive victory there, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. We won 3-2 at Villa Park, and our goal of survival has taken a massive step in the right direction again. I mean, then if you look at this was against 11 men as well. We had more chances than the ones we took. So it was a pretty even game actually, but we dominated the possession and we dominated the score. Obviously, well, not dominated, but we won. You know, we scored more than them. Simple as. So I'm really happy with that. Let's go see how happy we're going to be when we see the league table now. Okay then, guys. 7 points. 7 points out of 7 games. You want to look basically the relegation. The way I see it with Premier League relegation, you want to get about 6 points more than a point a game. So 42 points, I'm thinking, is going to keep us up. So at the moment we're on target. We're not on target as such for that particular points. You know, those points for the end of the season. Looking at the average here, we're averaging a point a game exactly. But we've gone from losing our first 4 to being unbeaten in 3, which is really good as far as I'm concerned. And next game, that looks like there's a big test, or maybe, ooh, Man United at home. What a way to end the episode, eh? Let's crack on together now. And guys, this is it, our final game of the episode, and it's home to Manchester United. And I'm pretty much, well, except for the 2 changes I can probably see already. Trulio is in for Lascelles because Lascelles for me just wasn't nowhere near good enough in the last game. He ended up finishing with things. I've known people score own goals and still finish with a good rating. He scored an own goal and finished with a bad rating, so we had a really bad game. Alexic for me is just going to bring that extra bit of experience up front and could well either create or score. You know, one of a few chances we're likely to get in this game. But then you've got to keep Giannini and Odegaard with their form, and the central midfield has been brilliant as well. Daniel has just been a hell of a signing. Asensio playing against his old club, so we'll get for this. And obviously keeping Arab in goal. Other than that, it's all the same. Let's crack on. And Man United taking the lead is Anthony Martial. Could have done better here, I think. Suso going in the right. It's glad to see how many ex-local players he's, you know, well, I mean, real life local players is Man United team. We've got Mamadou Sakho and Suso, but Martial got in. I think the keeper should really commit and punch that, but it's 1-0. And it's 2-0. And I really think we found that the only real weakness that you can really expect to see in Arab, and that's coming out and punching the ball, because if you look at this now, he could have run out and punched that, but he just stood there and let Martial head it in. It's 2-0. But our defenders should be marking him better as well, so I guess you can say that. Again, guys, this is how it is. Half time, it's 2-0. 2 poor goals will be given away, is the difference between us and Man United. Trulio's not playing overly well, neither Stoicic really. He's been the only centre defender who's actually played decent so far this season. But Asensio is looking a little bit tired. We're going to keep an eye on him, but we're going to go out like this for the second half. Again, guys, Giannini's got himself injured. That's very, very bad news, as you obviously know. Omar Rowe is going to have to come on for him, and let's just hope that this isn't going to cost us basically in the opportunity to get back into this game, because Giannini would have been one of the people we could have relied on. And it's 3-0 to Man United, of course. If you're a Man United fan and you disagree with this, I don't give a fuck. This game is Sports Interactive have always been at Man United's ass. They've always overrated their players. I'm not saying that they overrated because they're beating us 3-0. I'm just saying there it is, because every single version of this game was at Man United's ass, and this sort of There we go. It's giving us a good shafting, and it's also sucking Man United off at the same time. It's just not giving us anything in this game. I mean, against Liverpool, we were in the game. It's just giving us absolutely nothing. And even if all their goals have come off of us doing something really schoolboyish, like, really, really amateurish stuff, like, it's just so far up their arse. It's unreal. I mean, I've always had the same off of Man United. Arsenal as well. They're up Arsenal's arse as well for some reason. May as well just play this out now because it's pretty much all done. Then the good run that we'd started is halted by playing against Man United, which is always the case. Every time I'm on this game, it doesn't matter who I am. If I have a good run, I come up against Man United or Arsenal, and it fucks you. It doesn't matter how good a form you're in, you get fucked by Man United or Arsenal. So I'm not going to take this as a bad thing, but Trujillo has got to go. Morganell has got to go. He's just not been great at all. And Stojicic's had a bad game, but then he's been alright for the season. Anderson's been alright. Asensio hasn't been that bad, but then obviously his fitness deteriorated too quickly. Daniel looks a good signing. Odegaard's great as always. Giannini is great. Alexic isn't really doing much in this league. Torres is on-off, but when he's on, he's great. When he's off, he's shit. I'm not going to go through all the players in our squad, but it's not looking amazing, but it's not looking dire. We can say that much. Let's just go and see the league table before we wrap things up. Right then, guys, basically we're in a much better position than we were when we started the episode. We were bottom, they were in 17th, just outside relegation. But I've got to say, this 4-0 loss against Man United, every single one of their goals were questionable. The first one, the keeper should have come out and punched it. The second one, exactly the same, the keeper should have come out and punched it. If he's as good a keeper as he is, why didn't he? That's the question you've got to ask. The third one was literally straight off of us doing something stupid, like, one of our midfielders, can't remember which one it was, literally passed it 3 yards to a Man United player when the obvious pass was to a player 3 yards in a slightly different direction. We passed to a Man United player. It was the worst pass. You wouldn't even expect someone with no legs to pass it as bad as that. And then the fourth goal. Get this right. I didn't have time to say all this in the game because it was obviously playing on, but we were catching them out on a break. It was 3-0, probably wasn't going to get back into the game, but we had them on the break. About 4-on-2 it was, and our player sportingly put the ball out for a throw-in for them because one of their players was down injured. Then from the throw-in, they threw it to their own player. They didn't even throw it back to us. And then all of a sudden, it just took it to about 30 seconds later with them getting the corner they scored their fourth goal off of. So that's what this game does to you. At times, I mean, you're not going to expect to beat Man United. I mean, look at them; they're top of the league. And the thing is, Liverpool are in second, and we should have beaten Liverpool. Just goes to show, as like I say, Man United and Arsenal in this game is up their arse. Whenever a human player plays against Man United or Arsenal, you always lose, especially when you're away to them. But then Man United, when they come to you, they always beat you. Arsenal, sometimes you get a result against when you're at home. Anyway, I'm going to babble on about this all fucking day if I keep on. Anyway, we lost 4-0. It was a decent episode for us, really, because we pulled ourselves off the bottom. But it's getting to the point now where the teams around us are going to start getting some points. So we're going to need to start getting some points. Our next game before we call it an end is going to be against Arsenal at home, for fuck's sake. So saving the worst shafting for them fuckers here, is it? Oh, fucking gooners. Anyway, that's where we're wrapping things up, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying Newport in the Premier League. I'm finding it quite stressful at the moment, yet obviously I hope you guys are enjoying it. You've obviously been enjoying it more than me because you're not the one who's trying to vigorously keep us in the Premier League, being as my head's on the chopping board because I've renamed it Newport in the Premier League. I certainly can't do that anymore if we get fucking relegated, of course. So stick with me, guys. I really think I can keep us up. I really think these players are going to start coming good soon enough. Some of them, ain't going to, but some of them I think will definitely. Anyway, cheers again, guys, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio for now.